voice is all. Because I haven't spoken in a while. I mean, it sure feels like that. Anyways. Oh, I have my stream deck is all messed up from last time. There we go. Hi, everybody. Hello. It's been a really long time. It feels like it's been a while, but I think it's only been a week, right? 2 weeks. Okay, technically it's been about 2 weeks. I was going on my third, but yeah. Anyways, hi everybody. I have music now. Can you guys hear the music? Is it too loud? It might be too loud. Tell me if it's too loud compared to me. I want to scream. I don't feel like it. I don't have the energy to be my normal self completely, but it's fine. Hello everybody. I need to move chat over here so I can see it better. There we go. Right in my face. Hello, Temple, SOS, hello, Jinx, hello, Lord, hello, Laughin. Hello. I hope everybody was having a good time while I've been gone for quite a bit. It's a little loud. Okay, let me scold it. And there we go. That should be better. Just forgot this is usual. I mean, this is not the usual. Everyone's eardrums should be blown out, but I just haven't talked like for long periods today, maybe for a while. Sophie doll. Yes, I am back from hopefully my last surgery. My other hip is done. Right now I'm kind of leaning on one side. It's kind of noticeable on my model. I am recovering from it still, of course. This is actually a little bit earlier than my last recovery, but actually I have good news about how some of the things went, and yeah, it went well. So yeah. His voice went lower in the comments for her. Hey. Actually, it's kind of funny. I have noticed it. Like, I don't have, like, I feel my feet feel more equal now. It's like, it doesn't seem awkward anymore. Suffering because of Enfield. Gotcha games. What chaos has been going on in that sphere since I've been gone? I don't know. Yeah, I am back. I am officially back for streaming, and hopefully we'll be back for quite a bit of time. Now that that's all done and finished with, of course, if you don't know, if you don't know what happened, you're wondering what the hell happened to Fatum, and if you are not following me over on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, basically, the reason why there's a huge gap with streams and stuff like that is because I had to get some surgery done for my hips, because I had hip dysplasia. So basically, to describe it, they went in, cut my bone, shifted it, put some pins, boom, good, just recover now. So it's a long recovery process. How's the top shelf? It looks amazing from this this point of view, yes. So that's basically what I have been recovering from for the beginning of this month, which it feels like June has been lasting for so long. So with that said, streams are kind of gonna be slowly getting back to what they used to be. Obviously for this stream, I was so exhausted. It took me quite a bit of energy to get over here to set this up and everything. So times are not gonna be like the usual 3 hour at the least kind of thing. They're gonna be however I kind of start to feel, and if I start to kind of go down, then I'll be like, okay, it's time to end. And we'll be doing more reactioning stuff instead of playing games, and slowly integrate playing games again as I feel like my energy starts to kind of get better. I did mention that I was playing Halo while I was recovering. I asked for my laptop, and thank goodness my laptop can run it. So I was just kind of playing just casual multiplayer PvE kind of things, and I was able to keep my energy up and kind of sit up. That's kind of what gave me the I can stream. So hopefully it'll be like a quicker back into playing video games than it was last time, back in April, I think it was. I don't remember now. I think it was April. But yeah, so that's kind of gonna be how streams are gonna go. Honestly, I would just look back at April, my last time I came back, and gauge it from there. But I will say I have been recovering nicer this time than I had with my previous. I did not have my leg go completely numb. I was actually able to move it since day one. If you don't know, the first time, apparently that night I was able to move my leg. I don't remember. I don't have, my memory's very spotty, which is kind of funny because this time it is not spotty. I remember everything except the waking up the first time, but I remember pretty much quite a bit from everything in the hospital. But the first time I wasn't able to move my leg. Second time, I got a leg back. I could move my leg since the start. So that was really helped me with recovery, that I was able to actually walk instead of having to use my toes to move my leg around kind of idea. So that was really, really good. I think that's kind of what helped speed up my recovery, and probably why I'm back to streaming sooner than I thought I was going to be. So yay, good news for that. So that's kind of what I'm just, right now I'm just managing pain kind of idea. That's kind of been an issue, I think, this time more than last time. And just things like that. So right now I'm sitting at an angle. I'm just sitting on my right side more than my left side, so it's like well, yeah, so I'm glad though to be back. I'm happy. No fun. So okay, no, oh, you know what? That's why I did not ask. I need to ask my parents what I did when I woke up from anesthesia, because oh!
Hey, you're back. Glad to see you survived. How does it feel to tower above the world? Here's some hollow metal as a reward for your victory.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, Nako. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for 23 month members. Thank you. Thank you. God, that scared me. I'm glad I moved my right leg to just straight up to my chest and not my left one. Okay. Just back to the house. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
UP. Jump scare.
Can these pies get off of me, please? Please? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the 12-month membership. You know, I forget I have those. I do. I forget I have all that stuff. I really forget I have everything. Eat the pie? I don't... This is a crime. I don't really like pie. Oh no. I don't really like pie. It's not my favorite. I don't like pie. Pumpkin pie is good. But yeah, no, I actually did not ask, I need to ask. I actually don't remember. That I don't remember. See, what I remember is ending up in the actual room for my recovery. So I don't remember anything before that, like the whole transfer part and the waking up from the anesthesia part. That I need to ask. I forgot to ask this time what it was. It was interesting. Nobody told me anything. Last time, my mother was instantly like, you cared about streaming before anything else. And I was like, I'm sorry. So I don't know what happened this time. I need to ask because I don't remember from there. But I do remember just from being in the actual hospital room that I would be staying in for a while. And that was a whole... I had a different anesthesiologist. It was a different one, so it was not the same lady. So no, my father was disappointed. But no. Basically, I will talk about the beginning part. So, obviously nervous about going in, getting the IV, all that stuff was my worst nightmare. My vein on my right arm didn't come back that I had wanted to, but I had a good one on my left arm, so all good. Lady finally comes in, is like, all right, here we got to do your IV, and it's like, okay, here we go. For some reason, I'm getting operated on my left leg. The last time they did this, they operated on my right leg, and they gave me my IV on my right arm. For some weird reason, it was the same nurse that had did the last IV. I recognized her. She said because I'm getting it on my left side, they have to do the IV on the opposite. But she, last time, did it on the same side. And that's where, of course, on my left side, I had a good vein on my left arm that was ready for them to do. But no, she didn't want to do that. So she goes over to my right arm, and she's staring at my hands, eyeballing my hands. And thankfully, my mother was there and was like, "Can you not do the hands? She has like a kind of like a one where there in her arm. Can you do that one instead?" And he's like, "Oh, okay. I've never had needle poked in my hands before, and good thing she didn't. I'll explain why in a second, but what happened later." But she went to my arm. I have a vein, so you know on the inside, the usual part they would put a vein, right? A little bit go to your right. You're looking at your right arm. There's a vein that kind of goes across, not quite in the middle indentation or middle part to where you would have the bend of your arm, but a little bit to the right. I had a vein right there, very like sticking up to the surface, so kind of was a pretty good one. Messed it up as terribly as you possibly could. Just absolutely obliterated that vein. I was not looking at it. I did not want to look at it because of course they have to use like a big gauge, right? So they have to use a bigger one because they have to stick the IV, so it has to be a bigger one than those little smaller ones. Don't know what happened. She couldn't get it. She left the needle, which if you don't know, that's my biggest fear, is anything left in my body, especially a needle just sticking in your arm like that. She just left the needle there, left the room for a second, found a machine, and found another lady, but found a machine that is supposed to be like a helps you find the veins kind of idea, which I kind of wonder why they just don't do that on most people, as you already know they're going to be a hard stick, but that's fine. Her and the other lady are like messing around, digging around with this thing, and I am just dying in every way possible. They give up. They couldn't do it. So they had to restart it, and we're going elsewhere. And she was eyeballing my hands until finally was convinced to just go on the left arm, and while I'm in the OR, under anesthesia, the anesthesiologist can just stick it in my hand if they really want it on the opposite side. Lo and behold, it worked. Oh my god, she went into the vein that was actually really good, and we're trying to say to use that one, and oh, would you believe it? It worked. God. Oh. So they had to get some blood draws for, of course, their different tests, and then they could stick the IV in. Great. Fantastic. Waiting for the anesthesiologist now. Mind you, I had to be there at like 11, and it was starting to become 1 to 2, or if you're 24-hour time, 1300 and 1400. Yeah, you know, all those issues. No, they didn't care about anything. I don't know why. And of course, I didn't say a single word when all that digging around was happening because I was just having a panic attack in my brain, and just no. So, it gets worse. My ultimate fear of needles and anything inside my body just, decides to get worse. Later on, another nurse comes in. A different one. And she says, "Oh, we have to get another blood draw because one of them, I forgot what the word she used, coagulated? Something like that. But basically, what happens is if you draw the blood too fast, you can basically trap some air, oxygen with it, or separate the blood cells. All different things can happen to where it messes up the blood sample. Or if there's other things that also trigger it, not just by drawing blood too fast, is if you go against like a valve inside of the vein. Just little things like that can change things to be even worse. Anyways, they had to do another blood draw. I'm all out of veins. So guess what? My hands are looking real nice. And I will say, thank goodness I had my mother there. I was so very happy I had my mother there. Just knowledgeable in medical things is what I will say. And eyeballing my hands, looking at them. And she's like, alright, well, we're gonna have to draw some blood from there. It's like, frick, okay. And to tell you, no, they can't go through the IV that they already stuck because now that the IV is stuck there, they cannot draw blood from it. Just because they don't want to have an infiltration from the IV tube and all the other stuff, issues that could happen, but they didn't seem to care about it at the beginning, so for some reason they started to care now. So anyways, hands. Going through my hand, big freaking 16 gauge needle ready to go into my hand, and mother was just like, how about, instead of a 16 gauge, just to ensure we don't blow any other veins that would possibly be needed in the OR, how about using a butterfly needle? You know, just putting it out there, because we're just drawing blood. We don't need an IV, so you don't need a big one. Just draw blood. Thankfully, for some reason, the nurse listened to the logic, and it worked. Used a butterfly needle, stuck it in, drew the blood, and oh my god, it was beautiful. It was done and it was over with. It was amazing. Great, finally. This anesthesiologist comes in, talks about all the processing that happened and stuff like that. Told about like how last time I was very nauseated after waking up from medicine. I don't remember any of that. My parents did remember that stuff, so they told the anesthesiologist about it. They're like, oh, we'll do it differently. Stick a patch behind your ear and you won't have any of those issues. Great, fantastic. Go in with the anesthesiologist. It was kind of funny because going onto the operating table, and I had to have my arm out where I had the IV, and the anesthesiologist was so happy that the IV was in the left arm on that side. He was like, oh, this makes my job so much easier. And I was like, freaking nurse in the beginning. So, finally all that's over, right? Wake up from what I remember is in the actual hospital room. I know I didn't wake up then. It's just where I can remember the last thing that happened. And you know, to start looking at my hands, I still, to this day, right now, my hands are covered in bruises. Somebody went to town on me while I was under. I think I have at least 6 pokes in my hands that were failed. And eventually I saw the IV was in the same spot that they had drew blood on my hand. So now my problem is, if I really hope these veins come back nice and healthy and I do not need to have another blood draw or anything for many years to come. Please. All that I can guess what happened is that they needed to stick, of course, a bigger gauge into the veins on my hands for the IV, and well, my veins are pretty tiny, so they kept blowing and blowing and blowing till they finally found one. But yeah, no, I have, like, if you look at your wrist, you know how you had that one bone that protrudes on the right side, or the outer side, I should say. Well, on the interior, I have a poke from there and a bruise from there. And on top of my hand, I have right near the bone that protrudes on the outer, a bruise right there. going over onto my left hand, same spot, but then there was another spot on the out of the outer, another poke there. Then I have another poke on the inside and the other spot. And then the one on my arm, you know, the one that all hell broke loose and they left the needle and all that in, that has turned into the ugliest bruise I have ever seen on my arm. And it's been, what, 2 months, 2 weeks now? And I still have these bruises. I got beat up. That's what I will say. I got beat up bad. I got demolished. They just went to town on me. It's great. Fantastic. So yeah, that happened. You want to know another worst part? It wasn't over. Oh, it was not over. It was not over. So, you know, I had hip surgery. So, to even sit up was excruciating pain, even with all the medications and numbing and all the stuff that I've had on board. So what they do to patients that, of course, are not going to be able to just get up and walk to the bathroom, they stick what they call a catheter in. There's a balloon that you inflate to keep the catheter lodged and working. They screwed up. They messed up to where it wasn't working for me properly, to where they had to remove it early and figure out another way then that doesn't require them to have to stick it in while I'm conscious, because that's another excruciating amount of pain. Because, you know, I can't really move my leg or my hip because it was cut in 2 places. So I had to deal with that. Thankfully, the nurse that I had, the night nurse, she was pretty smart and found some solutions to it and just made it a little easier, but it wasn't working all the time. There's issues, and it was just... I could just... was the feeling I had. But yeah. And I wish that was the worst of it. I tell you, it's just, everything I dreaded happened tenfold. They really need to add to hospitals and everything that is done to a patient. Oh my god. I just, like, okay, I get, there's like, you probably get patients that come in and are as rude as hell, and you deal with all different types of people and stuff like that, but at the same time, just, there's no excuse, because thankfully, when I woke up, I remembered the first time when I woke up, not only was I numb on my leg that I couldn't move it, but I remember something cold. Like, something really cold. And the reason I could feel it was because it was up to my stomach. So I could kind of feel on my stomach more than I could feel on my thigh. But when I woke up, or remember from that time, after the whole fiasco with the catheter, I didn't feel anything cold. I was like, huh, that's weird. To explain what it is, it's a device that's kind of like a, you know, there's heating pads and cooling pads and stuff like that. But basically, it was this machine that you stick ice in it, and it go through like a hose, and it would be this kind of flat fabric that it would fit into it, and you put a towel or something, because it could really become like you're touching ice kind of feeling, and you would put it over where it would put over my thigh. And to explain what it would do, it was to help reduce the swelling and everything, and would all the blood rush, and it would kind of help ease the pain and all that. So, when I woke up and I realized I didn't have this, I asked the nurse, because at first I was with my father, he was next to me, and I asked him, and I was like, is there the ice thingy? Because he remembered it, and he's like, oh, no, there isn't. That is weird. So when the nurse came in, I had asked her, I was like, last time I had this, which was not that long ago, it was back in March, I had this thingy maybe, I thought maybe doctor's orders changed, because I also had an EKG, which I never had before. Last time, I actually never had an EKG before, but he had ordered it, and it was like, okay, I need to ask him why he ordered that, because that was weird to me. But I was like, okay, maybe it was like a change in doctor orders or something, that they're stopped doing the ice thing, something happened, or something like that, right? But I just thought I'd ask her and see what happened. She's like, oh, okay, I'll go check on it and see what happened. She had no idea what I was talking about, but she was like, oh, just go check out and see what it is. I don't know how much time passed. Time was an illusion to me. It feels like it's been dragging on. It feels like it's been years. She came back. She's like, well, and she had something in her hands, and she's like, well, you were right. There is doctor orders. I forgot what she called it, but for the cooling machine. And you were supposed to have it back down in the recovery room. They were supposed to give it to you and put it on you. So I went to go check and see what happened, and they don't have any anymore. So I brought this cooling ice thing to hopefully work for now while I try to figure out what happened. It's like, oh, okay, great, that's fine, that's fantastic, yeah, I'll take it, fine. Eventually, I think she ends up coming back after a couple hours, and she does get a hold of the ice machine, and she's like, found one! But to me, I was just like, not only did they not put in a catheter, right? A catheter that I was supposed to have in all overnight, and not take out till the morning. Then not only did they screw that up, but not only did they absolutely demolish my veins while I was out, which thank goodness I was out, but they also forgot, on doctor's orders, an ice machine that was supposed to help with pain and swelling, on doctor's orders. I was just like, oh, this is all happened the first night, might I add. The first night. Hi, Shar, welcome. Oh, we've been through it. It's So, finally, get all that solved. Don't have a catheter. Try to have this other thing working, figuring it out. Of course, when the whole thing with the catheter didn't work out, they had to rotate me on my side, on my good side, because they for some reason, I don't know why, they all think you can rotate me, or you can rotate people who have the surgery on the side that they broke the hip. No, you can't. Absolutely, you can't. I remember even talking to the doctor, be like, hey, can I lay on my side? He's like, yeah, just don't do it on the side that you had the operation on. Not until, like, I think it was 8 weeks out, they finally say, yeah, you're good now. So I was in excruciating pain from all the movement and stuff. Just overall, rough night. Terrible start. Great. Next day comes. Morning nurse comes. Fine. Great. Talking about that physical therapy's coming. Fine. Great. Absolutely fantastic. Physical therapy lady, she's great. I have no issues with her. Nothing. She was honestly really nice, just like my previous physical therapy one that I had in the hospital last time. They were great. They honestly were fantastic. I had zero issues with them at all. Except. So they do time the medicines with the IV, of course, with the physical therapy, because of course it's going to hurt a ton. Bone broken and all that. For some reason, I can't remember if this was the first full day or the second day. I want to say it was that day. The day nurse did not give me medicine. Any pain medicine. For probably a good chunk of 6 hours, 8 hours of nothing. Absolutely nothing. And mind you, there's different types of medication they give at different hours, and they are different levels and for different stuff, like also relaxants, nerve pains, stuff like that. And then of course you got your painkillers, right? And you got your higher and all this stuff, right? He didn't give anything for like a straight. I think this happened the second day or something. And to ask why, I don't know. there is a board that is on there that they are supposed to write who your nurse is, doctor's orders, pain plan or pain management plan, and stuff like that. Nothing was written. Maybe a name was written, nothing else. And of course, I'm out of it, in pain, but not so out of it that I don't remember things. I wish I don't remember things. God, I wish I didn't. For some reason, I remember a whole lot. My days are the only thing that's messed up, but... And of course, my father, he was there helping out with everything else, and I owe him so much. I really, really love him. He was great. Then my mother would come in after her work and everything, and would come in and check. And when she found out about the pain thing, she was like, wait, they haven't done what? Let's just say, when my mother can raise hell, holy crap, can she? I never seen somebody write so quickly on a whiteboard before. And for good reason. For good reason. Because, yes, they never explained what medication is supposed to have. And to tell you something, there is a certain not necrotics, oh, what are they called? Oh, I forgot the name right now. Narcotic. That is supposed to be a thing to where it is as needed. So if the patient requests it because of such high, like 7 to 10 pain, well, how the hell are we supposed to request it when we don't even know that it's an option, or we don't even know what the plan is for any of the medications? Because that's what the nurse came in, and his excuse was that, oh, well, there's this medication you could have, that you could request for. And I swear, both of my parents just stared at him, like, and we're supposed to just magically know what the orders were? So yeah, that was a nice period of not having any medication on board besides whatever the doctor had injected in me way back to my leg at the time. And so yeah, that was beautiful. That was absolutely amazing, especially when I had physical therapy and I had to stand up and everything. You didn't quite know, why does it feel like that my whole leg is about to fall off? Well, just that's just how it felt. So then came night, and it was a different night nurse that I had, and this night nurse was also amazing. Absolutely loved her. I think the reason she could relate so much to me is because, surprisingly, she actually had the same surgery I had last year. So she completely understood exactly what I was going through, and she had a great time telling us stories from what happened with her and everything. And she also had a similar experience of not being able to take pain medication, but hers was because her blood pressure had dropped. So if you don't know why hospitals often, if you ever had to stay overnight and they check your blood pressure constantly, you know, they do that knock on your door and wake you up every 30 minutes. It's because they're checking your blood pressure, because we don't know, pain medications often can have a very negative effect if your blood pressure is very low, and it will make you faint and pass out, which if you're trying to get up and do that, it doesn't end well. So they often check your blood pressure to make sure that they can give you the pain medication and it's not having any adverse effects on you, and that you are pretty much stable. So if you have low blood pressure, they can't give you pain medication, which is unfortunately what happened to my night nurse that I had. So she had to go a couple days without pain medication, which, with my brief experience of a couple hours of no medication, that lady is a beast. My night nurse was just an absolute beast. I respect her beyond all levels. Because, oh my god, was that excruciating. So, she was amazing. Absolutely amazing. She also just, I had kind of warned her about, so what happened last time is that when I was getting my IVs done and they would stick the medicine in onto the IV, after a while it would start to burn. Some medications burn just giving them, but it became the point to where I asked for no more IV medication because it was literally, it just felt like my whole arm was on fire and just hurt beyond all measure of anything. I was like, I would rather take the pain that's just an ache. I say just an ache, but think of an ache times 10. Then my whole arm on fire. So she was very smart about it, and she's like, oh, okay. She's like, what I'll do is that the minute you start feeling some pain, I'll push a little bit of medicine, then I'll grab some like saline kind of thing and shove that through, and then a little bit of medicine, and literally like take her sweet time giving the medication so that it doesn't burn my entire veins and they don't collapse on me, and it works well. My god, was she amazing. I don't understand why all nurses are not like that. I mean, okay, I can see reasons why nurses have not gone that way, but she was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Loved her. Just fantastic. Utmost respect to her. Appreciated her so much. So, that was a great experience. Night nurse, amazing. To finally, I think it was my last, my other physical therapies, they were trying to give me the physical therapy, but the person for the pain medication hadn't quite given me my pain medication because now I wanted to leave the hospital, so they can't give medicines to the IV anymore because I have to be okay with pills. Pills take about an hour to take effect. So for some reason, the nurse had the bright idea that, oh yes, when physical therapy comes in, I will give you the pill, and that's how it will work. No! Because it takes an hour to take effect, you. This is day nurse, different nurse. So, yeah, that was like a complete, and we would have to tell the physical therapist, like, can you come back later, a little later, when you know the medicine actually has taken effect, so that I can actually do the physical therapy and not just die of pain before I can even get up. Like I said, physical therapy people were great. They were very, very nice and very understanding, and they're like, oh yeah, great, we'll absolutely do it. I think what helped is that anytime they're like, okay, do you want to sit down or do you want to take a couple more steps? And I was like, take a couple more steps. So I think it kind of helped that they saw that I was actually pushing and not just like, I'm good. So finally got on a routine for the medicines, all that. We're taking the pills now, ready to get out, ready to be all good, great, and everything. Thankfully, the process to get out went well, fantastic. Everything was good. I wish is what I could say. For some reason, this is where I say, thank goodness my mother was there at the time when they were ready to discharge me. She wanted to be there when I was being discharged, but she unfortunately had something else that was happening at the same time, so she couldn't stay the whole time. But she had to bring up a point of like, where are, like, you know, discharge orders that come with them, but also potentially, you know, the plan for how she's gonna manage pain while at home, since the medications that would potentially be needed. They're like, oh yeah, good point. We should probably figure that out. Oh, I'm so dumb. They were about to send me home with no medicines. Remind you of that. They were about to send a patient home that literally had such an invasive, intense surgery that really went to the bone and cut the whole thing in 2 places. Detached muscles. And they were about to send us so freaking oh. I don't understand. I think the thing that gets me the most is how many times has this actually happened? Right? How many times has this actually happened and people did not have somebody like my amazing mother to be like, To give you an idea, the medicines that they prescribe for my recovery, they give something called Lyrica, which is to manage nerve pain. Because, they have detached my muscles instead of, they don't cut through them. No, they detach the muscle, scoot them on over, get to the bone, and go slice, and then stick in some pins in there, and then stitch back the muscle and put them all back in place and then stitch the skin. That's how that surgery works. So, yeah, nerve pain. They prescribe some of that. They prescribe muscle relaxant because, my muscles are screaming, what the hell just happened? Then they prescribe a very, 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 very intense. Oh my god, I forgot the name of it right now. Again, why do I keep forgetting it? Narcotic. Very strong narcotic. Because, of course, bone, pain. And then they just also prescribe later on for when getting off of the narcotic, the regular kind of painkillers to kind of balance that out and you get off of the narcotic kind of stuff. That's what they prescribe. Intense stuff. They were about to send me home without any of it. Just. Oh. Such a sleep paralysis demon a thumbnail. No, I would rather just, to have now just taunt me and haunt me the entire time than all the hell that I just experienced. So yes, that is what happened. Finally got home, and I will say, like I said, my recovery has been nice to where I am like so fussy because I'm able to move my leg nicely, where I wasn't able to do that beforehand. So I wish I could put all my weight on it, but of course right now I'm in the beginning stages to where I can't put barely any weight on that leg because, well, my bones are still screaming and trying to fuse back together again, so can't put any weight on there. But also, I feel the pain a lot more because I'm able to move my legs, so all the numbing stuff went away faster than beforehand. But that's fine. That's all good. That's fine. That's good. So, yeah, that's what I went through. When all of this stuff was happening, I was like, it couldn't possibly have gone worse than my previous. Oh no, it did. They were like, oh, you think? Oh my god. So it's expensive. Also, hello, welcome to everybody that's joined in during my story time. I'm sorry, I got distracted just recalling all the problems that happened. So yes, but I mean, I'm doing good now. I'm kind of getting around. If you saw on Twitter, I had planned to actually stream yesterday, but I was unable to stream yesterday. Over the weekend, I pulled my shoulder. Which, if you don't know, I am getting around on a walker. I am back to being an old lady again, so I have to use a walker because I can't put any of my weight on my left leg. So I have to, the arm strength and my right leg to carry me through this. And I pulled my shoulder. It's fine now. It's way better now. I would not be streaming if I didn't think it was better. So it's a whole lot better now. Thank goodness. And, yeah. Thank you, sorry for coming. Thank you. Say that have some fun at your expense. I will just say, I have an amazing mother and I have an amazing father. And a mother that just can become absolutely terrifying when needs to be. Oh. Because he also, to kind of give you an idea of like what's happening, you yourself are just a vegetable in bed because you can't get up, you can't sit up. You don't realize I never realized how much your hip is literally the core of everything. I remember when I talked to the doctor before I got these surgeries, and I just told him, what if I don't? What if I don't get any of these surgeries and ever get a hip replacement? He'd be like, well, you will be laying in bed for literally the rest of your life and not even be able to sit up. I was like, oh, great, fantastic. Not happening. I'll get the surgery, fine. And yeah, I literally in the beginning from the first night, now that I can actually remember the first night, I could not sit up to even rotate to my side. Even still now, to rotate onto my good side now, it's painful. It is extremely painful. I can't stay on my side for very long, and I have to constantly be moving my leg, and to rotate back onto my back is such a process. I literally 2 nights ago, I got stuck on my side because I wanted to be on my side because I was tired of being on my back, and I could not move back onto my back. I just thought in my head, I was like, this is how I will stay for the rest of my life because it was that painful. Just to give a look, and this is what, 2 weeks out now. 2 weeks? Is it 2 weeks out? Like I said, time has been moving so slow for me, but guys, it's been excruciating. Yeah, basically going on my 3rd week, and it's still like that. It's been a pain. How you're home now? Thank you. I'm happy to be home. God, I was so ready to get out of the hospital. Like I said, I love the night nurse. She was amazing. Both of my night nurses were great. They found solutions, especially when the whole catheter incident happened. And then, of course, the night nurse, I think she could very much relate to the surgery that I had. So she was very, very understanding. And she was very amazing. They were amazing. Physical therapy people, too. They were amazing. Everything else, I don't know what the hell happened. It says, can't pop your back? Pop my back? What do you mean? Like, bend backwards? I don't even want to try that. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, to reach my arms out, like, to extend them behind me is any strain, any pull, because like I said, it's not just the bone, but also the muscles that they had to move from there. That's also the problem. So anything that you're like, oh, this is a fine movement to do, and then you do it, and it's just like but I'm doing good. I'm recovering well. I was supposed to see this doctor this week, but like got moved to next week, so I will be seeing the doctor next week to get a little checkup and make sure everything's going well. But I'm doing fine, and back to streaming. Even after everything that's happened. I'll ask our parents what happened when I woke up from the anesthesia, because I don't remember that. I need to ask them. It's weird that they didn't say anything. I think we were just all shocked by everything else that happened. But yeah. So great. It's great. It's absolutely great. Hip equals center of your mass and gravity. Hip basically means everything you want to do, that's what it relies on. Take care of your hips. They're precious. But yeah, Well, this is my last surgery that I will hopefully ever have. And I will hopefully be completely back to streaming and everything, and it'll all be great, fantastic, and no more long. I don't know when I'll be back, well, who knows. And yeah. Of course, like I said, it's gonna be kind of back to like what happened last time. I'm gonna be easing into getting back to things. Like, obviously, this is just gonna be me chatting, which honestly, I'm kind of getting a little bit tired. So, of course, it's not gonna be a full 3-hour streams. I do plan to stream tomorrow. I think as long as I am consistent with small times and not pushing myself for a very long time of streaming and sitting in one time period kind of idea, and just easing with what the activities are and stuff, it'll be fine. So we'll probably do just reaction stuff, which I already have planned. You guys have sent some things, so I'll probably be doing some of that tomorrow for the rest of the weeks, and then kind of easing into video games again as well. So yeah, soon to be nap time. Yes, I was actually almost taking a nap before stream. I was like, no, if I take a nap I won't ever get up. I can't do that. It's just what happened is that the muscle relaxant, I think. It's either the nerve pin or the muscle relaxant. I think it's the muscle relaxant. It makes my vision very, very blurry. But I didn't have it today because I was trying to see what medications I can get off of now. I seem to be fine. Maybe, potentially. Let's see, when I get up and be like, mistakes were made. But I don't like being on a lot of those medications. They are not fun. It doesn't make you very, like, you can't do anything. It's frustrating. Like, I really can't do anything. It's even more frustrating. I've been in that state. I really have been. I feel like June has been lasting for several years now. I'm like, June, can you be over with? Can we be to July? If you don't know, basically, I think within my 6 month or 8 months, I can put my full weight on it and, of course, start to try to walk normally again. So that's what I'm hoping for. I don't like not being able to put weight on my leg. It's very frustrating. Especially to get around and anything like that. It's just, oh, it's not great times. It's not fun times. Well, yeah. But I'm back, and I'm recovering, and all's good. Just, I have many bruises right now, which I didn't think that would be a problem until I whacked my hand. Because I have to be holding the walker, right? So some of the doorways are a little small, so I kind of have to like shuffle the walker a little bit to get through it. And so it smacks my hands on the frame, the outer frame of the doors, and yeah. I've done that a couple times. It's like, oh, damn you, whoever poked me. But I will say though, it was a weird experience to be more awake this time than last time. I almost prefer last time. I don't know if it's because of everything I had to go through for this one, but I really missed last time. I kind of miss. I say that, but thankfully, so what happened is that I had a reaction the first time to the anesthesia, to where it made my body kind of tense up, and it was very painful, basically. And so they kind of had to rush giving me a muscle relaxant so that it would all stop tensing up and everything. Well. For some reason, if you don't know the story for the first time, I'd recommend go checking out that stream. It was very painful and a very like, oh, I don't know. What was worse, this experience or my last experience? I don't remember. At least the last one, I hardly kind of remember some stuff because I think I was still under the effects of the anesthesia, and this one, for some reason, just went out like that. So yeah, great. Fantastic. All I will say is if you do get surgery done and you have to stay in the hospital, if you can have somebody with you, ask somebody to stay with you. If they have medical knowledge, even better. Just, I don't know why it was like that the 2 times that I went in. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. There was great people, don't get me wrong, but then there was just other people that I'm like, how do you have a degree in this? How? And that's whatever you need to do. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Masamunel? I think. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know names. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, probably like there's some reaction. Somebody sent a series that they had wanted me to watch the last time before I went into surgery. So I think that would kind of be a fun sitting distraction, examining things and stuff like that. Because I will say, while I've been recovering, I've been watching. Okay, if you don't know, I am a huge fan of Zombieland Saga. If you don't know what it is, I don't know why you haven't watched it. It's an anime, and it is an anime that I will tell everybody they need to watch. It's absolutely fantastic and amazing, and I love it. And I don't like idle singing animes. It's great. Go check it out. But basically, the movie had finally come out for digital watch, and I had really been wanting to see it for a very, very long time. So finally, I got to watch it, and it was amazing. I was very, very happy. And then basically rewatched the whole series and then watched the movie. Great experience. I recommend it. And then, what have I been doing? I've been playing Halo. Like I said, I got a hold of my laptop. The ass was like, can I have my laptop and my controller? And I'm good. And so I just turned on Halo Infinite and I just picked like PvE play styles. So it's more casual and not something that would make me tense up or anything or get serious. So that was because what was kind of happening is I didn't want anything. And it was very much, I was more focused on the pain, and it was really making time go very, very slow, and it was just agony. Just really hated everything in existence at that moment. I was like, I need a distraction. You know what? Play some video games like that. It's been very nice. It's actually kind of helped me lose track of time and stuff, and so that has been a nice distraction. And then, of course, the whole thing. If you haven't been keeping up with the channel before I went into surgery, basically I have a little bit of an addiction to Honkai Star Rail for a certain Himiko, a Mama Himiko. So, maybe that's why the days have also been going really slow, because I'm like, I need, how much longer? I think, what is it? Like 2 more weeks? This week, another week, and then half a week, I think, till she comes out or something like that. I haven't been counting, you have. So, yeah, it's just like little targets and stuff that I've been setting for myself, that something to look forward to and kind of get my mind off of recovery and all that stuff, so. Streams are less than desirable hospital not being able to stream for a month. It's way better, probably. I don't know. I mean, it was nice, like, to basically lose. Okay, it was a very time period that was different, right? Back when I was recovering last time, streaming was on my mind completely, because I had the 5th anniversary stream to plan for and all that, and get back to working on some stuff that I wasn't able to finish beforehand. So that was a big thing that was in the back of my mind, trying to complete that. So to me, I lost all of March. I don't remember so much of March at all. Just went by like that, and it was April, and I was like, oh dear, no, we're getting way too close to the anniversary. I need to get back and get working on stuff. To where now, I don't have anything to plan for. The only things I really want to do, excited for streaming, is VR, and I'm kind of stuck not being able to do any VR stuff till I can bear full weight on my legs and be completely steady. So I'm at a physical restriction for that one, and of course there's no time constraints for any of that, so I'm kind of completely good sailing now for everything. So I don't have a time constraint thing. So, but to me, I was like, I remember all of June, it's been still dragging so slow and I hate it. But it's nice to be back for stream and just do whatever the hell I want to do right now. Well, I say that, but there's a lot of games I want to play right now. But I'm being good, sort of, and not doing it yet until I know for sure that I will be good and have good energy for it. Although for some reason I'm hyper right now. Maybe because I'm drinking my 3rd cup of coffee, but we won't think about that. Anyways, she goes with her human obsession. I can't help it, okay? I wonder if I did talk about that when I woke up. I need to ask my parents. I think they were there when I recovered. Because they were both there when I finally kind of remembered back into the hospital room. So they probably were both there when I fully recovered. You know, I kind of strangely remember... I don't know if I had something over my nose and mouth, but I want to say I do. It probably was the oxygen mask. But I swear I remember mumbling something. And like somebody else was over me that wasn't my parents. And they were like trying to figure out what I was saying. And then they gave up. And that's the last thing I remember. Like they gave up on whatever I was trying to say. But I don't know if that's actually real or if that's just something my mind came up with trying to fill in the empty spots. That I don't know. Probably did happen. Considering the other treatment I've gotten from everybody else in the hospital, besides the night nurse team and physical therapy. That I will always continue to praise because they were amazing. But yeah, no, I'm gonna make sure, of course, recovery goes well because last thing I need is to mess up my hip again and go through all of this again. I do not want to do that. I don't got any veins left. They're all dead. Actually, the vein that they did for the IV ultimately is dead. No, it's there. Okay, never mind. It's there. It's like, I don't see it, feel it. No, it's there. Did well. It did really good. It's kind of sore. It's even now, it's really sore. Like, if I have my arm bent for a while and then go to extend it, it's still sore there. I'll tell you. Got beat up. Got beat up big time. Have you seen the Delta Room Chapter 5 releases tomorrow? No, I have not. What? I feel like so many things happened while I was out. But to name what happened, I don't remember now. I'm trying to think about it. Of course, I was going over on Twitter and everything to try to keep updates as to what the hell is going on, and then just being active a little bit with you guys to be like, I'm still alive, don't worry, I'm here. I didn't know that the rune, nice. Fortunately, that game requires a lot of reading and a little bit of focus from there. And like I said, my vision right now is kind of a little bit fuzzy. But I think it's just all the other medications making me tired. So maybe when I'm a little bit more recovered, we'll pick up that game. That'd be fun. Yeah. Or she just clickbait. She's just clickbait. I'm just recycling my thumbnail from the last time I did this. Oh, I also needed to mention, during these streams, if you hear background noise, they're doing, remember I said they're installing fiber into the area finally for internet? So they're finally right around here on the street, so you could hear them very, very clearly just pounding away at the pavement. So I would say if you hear a lot of just construction happening, I apologize, but not much I can do about that. Just using Enamo as eye candy. You guys see Enamo as eye candy? Poor Enamo. But yeah, so just you hear just slamming away. I swear, Joker's not killing anybody. It's just construction. Yeah. What other? I swear there was like something else happened for video games while I was gone.
Hydrate.
Oh, right! Did you guys see the pricing for the Steam? Frickin' it! I was kind of eyeballing it. At first I didn't have an interest in it. I was like, I have a really good computer. Eh. And then I don't know what it's called, the Steam machine, Steam box, or something like that. And I saw it pop up again, and I was like, oh, interesting. They actually finally have the price listing for it. Let's see what it is. And I saw it as like, my computer's still good. I mean, they did say it's kind of would in a place function like a computer, so I honestly kind of think that the pricing makes a little bit of sense for that if it's supposed to be like a computer. But it also feel like they were trying to be more like a console, so they do whatever they want, I guess. It's not like you can't. It's not like a PlayStation idea or like a Switch idea to where you have to have the system to play the games and access their library and stuff like that. So to me, I don't really see too much of an issue with it. I just kind of found it interesting that they decided to finally set the listing instead of waiting. But then again, I think they did wait quite a bit of time, but I do find it interesting. But like I said, it's the way I feel like it was advertised, it felt like a PC more leaning than a more console kind of feel. And like I said, it's not like I can't access Steam without that machine or whatever the heck it's called. So I don't know, did they set the listing for the VR headset? Because that I'm really curious about. You use the controller without the machine. The controller did look really cool, but that sucks. Also, I was seeing like a whole war thing going on between the whole idea of like exclusivity and stuff like that with different consoles. I think it was the argument was brought up because they were saying Gears of War was pulled from PlayStation and stuff, so I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny. I thought you were leaving for longer. I was supposed to be gone for longer, but surprise, surprise, my leg decided to be a lot more awake this time. Shocked even me. The controller is separate. So can you still use the controller even without the Steam machine thing? Welcome. Half-Life 3. I've never played the Half-Life games. Would I play the Half-Life games? Should I? I really don't even know. Like, are they story or the campaign? What are they? I assume they're a campaign. I saw Half-Life Alyx when that came out. I saw a playthrough of it because I never thought I would play a VR game. As you're recovering, thank you. I will become a full operating Fatum that we'll finally be able to do VR. All of this for VR. Why do I remember the doctor asking me? I think he did. I think last time he asked me what I was excited to get back to doing. I said VR for stream. I got my priorities, okay? You can use. Oh, okay. If you can use the controller, nice. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the controllers kind of interest me. I'll mess around. I like controllers. I really do. Single player campaigns. Ooh. Is a remake? I might. This is me literally just using my thumb to scratch my shoulders. Ah, the angling of the camera. Perfect. Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Oh, good luck with work. Hopefully you have a good day. Well, thank you. Deltarune tomorrow. I won't be able to play Deltarune. I also remembered the whole gameplay and everything. I don't really have the energy to kind of focus completely into a game right now. It's a little bit iffy for me, and then also to sit down for so if you don't know why I like to do usually at least 3 hours into a game, because I feel like I never get enough done into a game to be worthy of a stream to watch. I don't know why. It's always been a thing that kind of became ingrained into me as more times I started streaming. It's like, I feel like you don't get into a good chunk of the game till 3 hours. I don't know why. I'm just like that. This is how it's been. So usually that's why I like to keep game streams at minimum at 3 hours, unless the game somehow just surprisingly ends early. So probably won't play the Deltarune chapter until I'm back to playing normal games and normal stream times and stuff. So unfortunately I won't be able to see it yet. Hopefully I can avoid everything. The internet might go crazy over it. My friends think I'll stick to PC. Better with controller. Exactly! Controllers are amazing. That's what I was doing when I was recovering. Even I'm thinking right now is like, end stream and then go and take a little nap and then wake up and turn on my laptop, turn on my controller and just play a little bit of some Halo campaign. Oh, I want to play Halo campaign. What I've been playing is Firefight. If you don't know what Firefight is, it's basically you work in a team and you just kill AI enemies. It's fun. I like decimating things with a sniper. So that sounds like a good time. See, controller is superior more than any other way to play a game. VR is really fun though. Doesn't the internet go crazy for you? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like this time I've been more awake, so like actually being stuck in bed, just scrolling through Twitter and stuff, like seeing like what do people do on the internet? Just going through, I'm like, holy crap! Just like these people exist. What? I won't say what it was or go into detail about it, but I think it was earlier in June. Some crazy stuff happened in a little bit of, you know, the VTuber side, which I have been pretty oblivious to my own people, but I was like, what? People have energy for this stuff? It's like, how? How do you have energy for this? This stream and like my energy's dead and gone. It was an interesting experience. What do you think about the Steam Machine thing? When I first kind of saw it, it felt more like it was going to be like a PC replacement more than a console, like something in between a PC and a console. So when I kind of saw the pricing, at first I was shocked, and then I remembered it's like, it's kind of like a PC kind of feeling. And at the same time, the whole thing, like I said, it's not like a Switch or a PlayStation to where I can't access Steam unless I have the console kind of idea. So it was just like, I guess if you don't have a PC and you're interested in it but don't really know all the specs and to get into video games and stuff, I can see that being a choice for people. But I'm curious as to how, if you can even like upgrade it, right? Like, is it just like a tiny box case kind of idea, like a PC, and like can you upgrade it and stuff like that, like go into it and like a normal PC? I don't know. It'd be interesting. Have you played Resident Evil 4 or 8 in VR? No, I haven't. I've never played a Resident Evil game in VR. I did not know you could. The only VR game I ever played on a stream was Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2, which that was fun. I actually enjoyed that. But I've been wanting to get back into VR stuff and actually use my model, which is the whole reason I created this thing, in VR. And then, you know, I had a realization of hip problems. But that is being fixed. So, yes. VR. I like even just casual stuff, like even just watching, reacting to YouTube stuff through VR with you guys. There's like different ideas that I have in mind that they're not even like intensive or just playing like a video game, but just something casual like that. I don't know. I have ideas. I have a lot of ideas that I've really been super excited to try. Just never had the chance to, but soon. Just need to skip breakfast for a month. Please keep being oblivious. It's safe for your sanity. Being oblivious to what? Being oblivious to what people do on the internet, or being oblivious to the VTuber community? Because, I mean, I mentioned, right, that I kind of got into Hololive, I mean, from the beginning kind of area, and then recently from, oh my god, I'm blanking right now. Elizabeth Rose Blood fame kind of stuff, so that's like the only VTuber stuff I really knew from the community. And then like I peeked at a little bit more and I was like, oh. Just put the rock back over. Hurry up, hip, recover quicker. GTA 6 works. How many of you are excited for Grand Theft Auto 6? How many of you, like, really, genuinely, like, that is the game you cannot wait for? You've been waiting, like, you're super, super excited for it. And so Resident Evil VR for me. Highly recommend them when you feel up to it. I've never played Resident Evil 8. Actually, I'm sorry. I thought that said 6. See, I just can't read. I have played 8, and I did play the remake for 4. Is it the remake of Resident Evil 4 that's in VR, or is it the original? 8. Wait. I just had a realization. 8. I'm sorry, Resident Evil Village 8 is in VR. Guys. We have to play Resident Evil 8. I need to. I need it. Okay. Hip, recover quicker, please. I need you. Please. I need this in my life. I didn't know that existed. I mean, everything's fine. Everything's good. Everything's absolutely fantastic. Lady Dimitrescu. Everything. Online discourse is bad. Tubers are dramatic. Don't even start. Oh, now I want to do a deep dive to what does VTuber drama have. No, never mind. I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, I don't know. It's just like drama stuff and everything. How do people have the energy and time? Mostly energy to fight with people, especially honest. I will be completely honest and transparent. I completely forgot to look at the comments on YouTube, any recent comments and stuff for a while. I completely forgot. My bad if there was a few of them I missed and just for a couple of days, and I was like, oh, Fatum never responded or did nothing. I was just, I completely forgot, and I was like, oh right, I need to go check this. And then also when it comes to posting things on X, Twitter, whatever, it required I was like, what do I even put? What do I even talk about? What do I even want to put? Oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Oh, but that I am. You wonder how I'm a streamer. You wonder how I've been doing this for 5 years. I don't know. This is why I've never had any social media out besides YouTube for the channel till recently. And it took me having to get surgery to finally make one. Oh. But yeah. I don't understand how people can put drama online and have the energy to keep up with it and continuously. I don't understand. I really don't understand how. And I saw a random, I think because I was looking, I saw earlier on in June, look up, so of course YouTube's algorithm decided oh hey, do you want to check this out? And people who report on all the drama stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, how I mean, I guess that's what their channel's all about, so of course they can have the time and everything to look through it and then edit it and all the stuff, but I was like, how do you just not hate everybody? It's just I saw some things, I was just like, really? It's yeah, I like being under my rock over here. I see you play Biohazard in VR? Because I have played Resident Evil on stream. Actually, if you don't know, I did play Resident Evil 8 way 5 years ago. Actually, I think 5 years ago this month? Something. That series on my channel is 5 years old. It was one of my first full series I actually ever did. I think I literally went from playing Black Ops to playing Resident Evil Village 8, whichever one I wanted to call it. Did I play Resident Evil? I did play Resident Evil 7 on the stream. Yeah. I need to see the price. Oh, for GTA 6. I am curious what the pricing is. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be extremely high. But then again... VR. Platform. I hope I don't need a PlayStation VR headset for VR and for Resident Evil. If I do, then I'm kind of stuck. Actually, I want to say I found an old PlayStation VR headset that I don't know how I have, because I've only ever had the Oculus 1 and 2. I need to check. I swear I found a box and I was like, how the hell do I have this? You want to play Resident Evil Village? No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. No. I really like the game a lot. I like Ethan. Ethan's a good dad. He's a great dad. She's just giving the head a high graphics and new story. I don't know. For me, I liked Grand Theft Auto 4 a lot. And then Grand Theft Auto 5, when that came out, the story was pretty good. I really liked that you had like the 3 different stories. Or I guess the perspective on the stories and stuff, and the way that it showed it. I really liked that. But I really liked the online a lot in the beginning, and then afterwards, like I think after like maybe 2 years of playing the online, I just stopped. And when GTA 6 was announced, I don't know, I wasn't really as excited for it. I don't know, maybe my taste in games are a little different now. But when I kind of saw it being announced, I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. And then I saw Halo and Gears, especially Gears. And I was like, oh, get out of here, GTA 6. Then I saw Himeko, I mean. I don't know, I guess there's other games right now that I'm really, really excited for, so. That one's kind of been like, oh, it'll be fun when it comes out, but. Yeah. I didn't even think about what the pricing of that might be. I just kind of thought it was going to be like the usual pricing as they've been, but maybe it might be higher. It is like a rather, at least it seems like highly anticipated. I mean, literally it talks about like other game studios pulling games away from the release date because like they're expecting it to just demolish the market and everything. So I don't know. I wonder, like, is that actually true? Is it really going to explode like that? I'm curious. Please release a new game. I need to play the Dark Souls games. You just reminded me. And it's a serious... there's a lot of games I need to play. But first I need to finish what I have in my library had set up forever. I need to finish playing... I forgot what it's called. Mass Effect 3. And then I need to actually play Silent Hill F that I had bought back in November, October. And I've been meaning to play. And then I forgot that I got Devil May Cry. I forgot that I had that game. I remember going through my library and being like, I have this? I do need to. I need to play what I have in my library first before being like, I need to play. Are popular. I don't communicate with people. I have like a very select few of people to talk with, and then other than that, it's just under the rock. I mean, like I said, I peeked over on Twitter and because I didn't have anything else really much to do, and just peeked over and saw all the drama pop up. I was like, oh my god, never mind, I'm good. Just scoot over here, I'm good now. Happy in this little corner over here. Really, just... Is it just, I need to know, those of you that do know more of the stuff, is it just, like, VTubers that somehow cause all drama like that? Or is that a normal thing outside? Is that a lot of streamer things? Is that, I don't know. Is that normal streamer stuff? Online people? Or is that, I don't know. It's just... Go play DMC? What's a DMC? What's that? They go crazy? Did you just call me a social reader? I'm kidding. I suddenly feel the crazy going on. What's going on? Devilman. Oh, sorry. Ducks may be cute. Yes, that's what it is. I need to play the game. You're right. I need to play Ducks may be cute. You're right. I forgot I literally just said, look. I give up. Which one do I have? Let me see. Which one is it? I remember seeing it on and I was like, oh. I don't remember buying this, but I guess I did. Which one is it? No. Why didn't Steam open up other Steam? It heard me talking about the machine. It's like, you're not gonna buy the machine? Oh, here's the pop-up for the Steam machine. Alright. Oh yeah, and did you see Valhalla celebrated 10 years? I didn't realize the game was that old. It's 10 years! 10 years old! Oh, I have Devil May Cry 5. That's the one I have. Ooh, season 2. Oh, they have an anime? Cool. I don't even know why I have that one. It must have been like on a massive discount when I was getting Silent Hill and thought, yeah, I'll just toss that in there. Ducks are cute. That is a fact. Ducks are cute. They are very cute. Is that making me a traitor? Because they're birds? Nah, you know what? They get a pass. Ducks get a pass. Pigeons are the worst. Watch it. Make some walkthrough of the games. Well, I guess if I've never played the game, I would just watch the series. I still see the message from Temp. I see. So that's what happens. That's why what happens with them, I see. Just stay on the rock, just peeking through. I don't know, it's like anytime I see people get popular from drama, it's interesting to me because then most of the people that you get from that, obviously they were drawn to whatever kind of drama that was brought up. So wouldn't you have to keep up being that way constantly to retain the audience that you have? I don't know, that seems like so much effort. That seems like so much effort and to keep that up for so long. But then I don't know, maybe it's like the idea that you have drama and then push out to attention and then people actually like finally notice you and like, oh hey, I actually like the way that they are here, and they can go back to doing what they were doing before all the drama happened. I don't know, it's so tiresome. I always feel bad when you guys like comment on things and stuff and I only leave like a like and a heart, and I'm like, oh no, what if I should probably, or maybe I should respond. And like sometimes I'll respond because I have something in mind, but in other times like, sorry, I don't know what to say. So like I think about these people that keep up with being just fighting online and stuff. It's like, how? Watch the series, never played. Oh, Lord. Yeah, like series, great. Gotta watch series. Series mocks the games. Series, I only watch. Series, great. That's good. I have one person who's watched the series and one person played the game. I feel like a lot of shows tend to do that. And maybe if you don't know like the context behind this, like the source material and stuff, maybe things would be great. Wasn't that the case for... It happened with something, wasn't it? Was it Arcane, I think? That some of the lore bits were retconned to go with the flow with the story instead and stuff. But I honestly don't remember seeing like people really upset about it and stuff. Maybe there were and I just weren't paying attention, probably. don't know, it's interesting. Like, sometimes, like, series do really well even though they don't really follow the source materials much, and then other times it's, like, obvious that they decided to take their own, what is the word they use? Creative spin on it. And just demolish everything. Definitely not looking at any Halo TV series. Finally came with the series that also includes me. Interesting. It's always interesting they do that. Now I'm curious, like, I don't know. I'm the type to where anytime I see like a show or movie adapting like a video game, I'm the type that I'm either like do a whole origin, different type of story that has to do with characters that maybe we don't really know too well or stuff that's established, if you want to do a whole unique story, or literally follow the game step by step, basically like The Last of Us technically did. I haven't seen the latest Last of Us seasons, so that's on me if it hasn't been following the story anymore, but at least from the first season I saw it was just a few changes. Oh great, my dogs are howling. But yeah, so I'm usually the type that I would like it if they just adapted the whole main story and stuff. And even though like they'll say like, oh well, that's boring because you already know how the story goes, but like I said, like I remember when I was watching The Last of Us, the first season of it, like I actually really enjoyed it, even though I kind of knew how it was going to go. I still liked it. And even the little changes they made, like I thought it was good changes and could still be done. But Master Chief taking off the helmet right away. It's kind of funny, like, I know it sounds like a really stupid thing to be like, oh, really, like, that's what you're upset about is, like, taking off the helmet. But I think to me, what it was is not only did they take off the helmet, but literally, I think with the second season, had him without his armor for, like, the whole season to, like, the couple of last episodes, or first episodes. It just felt like a mockery. To be like, oh, you hated that? Guess what? And of course, there's a whole lot of other things in that TV series just absolutely hated. But yeah, I don't know. I that's kind of where I feel with video games being adapted and stuff is I wish it was more of a, if they're doing like the main cast or the cast that you do know about and stuff and they're following that in a way, then just follow the games as the story goes. 'Cause, I mean, you literally have a script already written for you. You literally just have it. Or do a whole different, maybe a prequel with a different set of characters that we kind of know of, but we don't know their backstory of. And that's how you tell the backstory. Like, I think that would be something I like to see. Like, I saw there's conversations going on for Honkai Star Rail, which, you know, I love the game. And because there was that release of like a teaser Honkai Star Rail thing that was released with MAPPA animations and stuff like that. And like people were talking about like, oh, like, how is it gonna be and how would it go? They actually made an anime from it and stuff. And to me, I kind of hoped it would be, because they were talking about like, oh, well, maybe they'll just like follow the main story. They're like, well, they're kind of be upsetting because what if you only choose like the male trailblazer or the female trailblazer and stuff like that. And I don't know, I was like, well, we could just do a background of other characters and just adapt the story from there and just have that be an anime instead. I don't know, I feel like there's always different ways to go about it and adapting different parts of the story that doesn't have to be the main characters and absolutely either ruining or causing controversy in that kind of sense, or taking creative spins that absolutely just demolish the main plot points for original characters and stuff, or characters already established and trying to make them different in a sense. I don't know, it's just, I see things and I just think, why? Why? I guess because some shows tend to get away with it. Like, I don't know, maybe they saw Arcane kind of idea, and that, oh, well, some fans were upset about they messed up with this, but really the story is only given through conversations and banter between the two characters, so we could get away with it. I don't know. It's like they want to make their own story kind of idea, but nobody will fund their story, and so what they do is that they just grab an established brand, just slap the name over it, and then make their own story thinking this will work. I never saw Game So I Can't Challenge. It's just Cortana puppeting a suit with a corpse in it. There's just so many things wrong with that TV series. And then going to the Halo one, I think what's even funnier is that it was finally released, the script of the movie that was supposed to come out for Halo all the way back in like the 2010s or something like that. And the script for it, sure, it changed some things, and I think it took the story of the first game or something. But I remember, like, I was listening to somebody actually reading through the whole thing, and it sounds amazing. Like, it actually, like, even though they changed a little bit of things, kind of like they did in The Last of Us, with how the you would be infected with the cordyceps and all this stuff. Like, it actually worked. It worked really, really, really well. Like, some changes, honestly, just sounded better, and I guess almost in a sense of what could be shown in the story in the movie portrayal rather than just in the video games, and especially with back then some limitations and time constraints and stuff like that. Like, it just really, really made sense, and it would look really, really good. And I think it was so sad to see that script and be like, oh, what could have been? Literally, you had a script already written. Couldn't you use that? Or like just change the little things if there's like some copyright issues and stuff like that, and be like, oh, well, you know, it's really we kind of thought of it ourselves, because look, there's these changes here. I mean, not like the industry hasn't done stuff like that before. I don't know, it's just interesting when I see the whole adapting, especially because I just saw news for Gears of War adaptation as a movie by Netflix, which is all I will say. I will hold my tongue till it actually does be produced and how it will come out. But I always find it interesting. It's like, why is it so hard? Really? I don't know anything about movie production and stuff like that, so maybe there is like things that are like, oh, well, from a production set and cost and all the stuff and camera angles and actually how to relate that back into real life stuff, even though we have a lot of CGI stuff now, and we all know how advanced tech is now in all days, and you know. Let's give them money. I mean, that's how I kind of felt with Halo, I think. That one did. I don't love him anymore. I love my pups. Rocky's actually been pretty good. He stays with me in the bed because he doesn't do anything. So he's been good not stepping on me. I show my mouth as well for now. For me, what I like to do is I hold any negative judgments as I possibly can till something is fully released and I can consume it either by watching it or playing it or whatever it is, and then make judgments then. As if you've been watching my channel, you know I can be really critical when it comes to story bits and stuff like that. I will be really, really, what it is I will be critical if I know something good really could have been there. If there is never anything that I saw from like a series, a game, anything like that it was ever had a good spot in it, then I probably will not be critical about it, because if poor quality has been consistent and all the way through, then that's what I am to expect, is poor quality. And for me to expect anything higher, I'd be like, well, I'm a fool. But if there was a moment where there was something actually really, really good and really well done, and then suddenly it falls back down, that's when I will be critical. It's kind of like what I like to kind of keep in line with stuff. If anything that I would judge is something like that. I don't like to be where I am immediately critical to something and it's not fair to the sense that that person just never made anything, or that director, that company, that anything I ever created something that actually was, I thought, good. Wanna try Limbus? What's Limbus? I've heard that term. Doesn't make anything a dumpster fire. Exactly! Netflix actually has done well with some things. Hence the reason why I will be very critical if things do not turn out well. Is another gacha game? They're talking about someone to try it. Oh no. It'll become a gacha channel. Just me absolutely loving something and then demolishing its story. I really felt so bad with the Wuthering Waves. It still eats at me now with how critical I was with the Wuthering Waves the last time. I felt really, really bad about it. I still do. It's like, I'm sorry. Oh, there's apparently a horror game that I saw today earlier. What was it called? It's by the same person that I think made the Death Stranding games. I feel like he's a popular guy in the game industry. I just don't remember his name right now. But I think it's mentioned something about they were making a horror game, and I saw a little bit of something. I don't know if it was the same game. I think it was, but actually it looked pretty interesting. I think it was called like D or something like that. It was something really simple, I think. Kojima? Maybe? I don't know. I'm really bad with names. But it's the guy that made Death Stranding. Death Stranding 1 and 2. Which those are games I have not played yet either. You know what they wrote? That doesn't feel like gacha. And it's called Limbus Company? OD, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that guy. I think I saw a little snippet of the game, if that was the game that I indeed did see. But it actually looked pretty interesting. I was like, ooh. I don't know. I'm hoping Silent Hill F is gonna be good. Because I've been wanting like a really good horror game. Actually, I just reminded myself again. I need to have like a big giant post-it note, just stick it on my monitor and just the name Soma. I've been wanting to play Soma forever and I keep forgetting it every single time. I need to have it plastered on my monitor. Or make my thumbnail literally just Soma. I'm just as many times as I need to remind myself about that game. Dang, what happened? The Metal Gear series? Ah. Mole? I mean, obviously, I need to stay away from horror games for a little bit. Probably will not be good for me to accidentally jump in my chair. Speaking of which, I think my time limit is coming up. My body can handle a little bit more than this. Why is a nice members multiplayer stream? As soon as I can sit for a while to play video games and kind of give you guys the energy that you guys deserve to have for something like that. So I really can't say. Like I said, it's gonna be me kind of easing into streaming again and everything. So I don't know.
Yeah, jumping in your chair would be bad.
And yet you do this to me. Why? Thank you for the 34 months. 34 months! Sorry. At least that, for some reason, like, I just scrunch up my toes. I don't know why that's my reaction right now, but it is. Strap yourself in your chair. Yeah, finally went happy here. But yeah, so but for the members thing, don't expect one for June. I'm hoping July at the latest. Definitely, we will be back for members, multiplayer games and stuff like that. So, but don't expect one this month. I don't think I'm gonna be recovered enough to be able to do that. So we're just gonna be reacting to things probably for this whole week, and maybe next week as well. And then I was better that time.
I has 1 2
I was better.
chaos.
I was better. I was better. I plan that one too close to the other one. I got that one. Thank you for the 20 months. Mecha Chameleon. Well, what I'll do is I will have a YouTube post up about what games you guys would like in the next poll for playing games together. So just have that there. Keep in mind, go vote on it. Yeah. Go vote on it if you would like to play a certain game. Hopefully with the list that you guys also recommend. So yeah. Wasn't meant to scare? Okay, thank you. Yet you still did it. Wait a second. Hold up, that doesn't save you. But yeah, so more games. I'm probably gonna have to wait for a little bit, but I do want to play them. Remind me for Soma. Somebody, anytime I mention and like, oh, I need to play a new game, just slap Soma in my face, please. I really have been meaning to play that game for years now. Was meant to use for the month ends. Still have like a whole week and a half. I've been counting June. Oh, look, I have been counting. All right, definitely not for any Mama Himiko or anything like that. But I have been counting. You still have a whole week. And
So
DTS there. That was a good job. We need to name that lady. We need to give her a name. Guys, think of a name for her. Like, you know, be like a... good one. Shelby? I don't know why that name pops up. Good one. Good one, Shelby. I don't know. No, that doesn't sound like a good... I need like a name that I can be like, better luck next time. Or good try. Bob. Not another Bob, please. No, that poor name has been just abused into the ground. No. But I still have a lot in June. I still have a lot. Mildred, kind of the dread in there. Come on, that's all the names you guys got? I got some better names, come on! I'm not gonna ask for a new game for a while. Well, I mean, I want to finish the games I have in my library first, which is Devil May Cry, Mass Effect, and Silent Hill. So Once those games are for sure done, then I'll be like, hey, I need some new games. And the minute I say hey, I need you guys to just throw Soma into my face. Just slap me in the face with as many pies as possible. Pie equals Soma. Got it? By the time you guys throw pies at me, I'll be like, why are you guys throwing pies at me? Just call it Gabby. Oh, I can't do that to Gabby. Look, little sis is over there. I can't do that to her. It is the one who shows up and you don't. Oh, frick, that's right. Gabby might be a good one. Damn it. I honestly just put that there because it was like the first thing I had on my desktop because I had it from the away screen. This. I was like, I could put something there. What could I put? Oh, what Gabby? But anyways, guys, think of some names. I need some good names. But I am gonna probably go ahead and leave this here for now. I gotta schedule tomorrow's stream and then give my hip a little bit of a rest. It's kind of hard to sit up. It's funny, I was like, why does it hurt? I was like, why does my butt hurt so much? My mom's like, your hip? Your pelvis? The back? Cut. Oh, right. Like, yeah, that's right. About that. They want you to play this remote that I found. It's free on Steam. Free, you say? I have a library! Just keep these contained and ready to throw at me, alright? You guys gotta get like a whole list. Keep them in your arms. Just cradle them. And like the minute the words, hey, come out of my mouth, just slap all of them into my face, okay? I need as many pies thrown at me. Thinking is so hard. Thinking is hard. Thinking is the hardest thing to do. Thoughts? Unless they're Lady Demetrius, I'm gonna say wrong ones. I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this for now, and then I will have the next stream scheduled. We'll do some reaction thing. Whatever thumbnail I find the first, I will schedule that and go. I have no plans really, besides we're reacting to things. So whatever thumbnail I find that I have already made, then that's the first one I'm slapping onto here, and that's what we're doing. So anyways, I am officially back. I'm slowly gonna ease into things, so just be aware that we're not gonna be jumping straight into playing video games as usual, as I like to do on the channel. So just kind of bear with me while we do some reaction stuff, which if you guys like the reaction stuff, then hooray for you. The times and everything, of course, are not going to be as long. I'm surprised I actually even made it in 2 hours here, so probably expect that, if not less, maybe. But we'll kind of see how things end up going. Hopefully, we'll be back into video games just in time for Mama Himiko. I mean, for all of the games that we've ever wanted to play, like I have in my library. Yes. Anyways, so we got to get this very recently here. Thank you to Lavin for being here. Thank you to Jinx. Thank you to Temp. Thank you to Naka. Thank you to Odysseus. Thank you to Char. And thank you to, did I say Limited? Guess it. Thank you to Limited as well. And that thing on my best because I can see. Thank you to those that appears here beforehand. Thank you to Nathan Lickers, and thank you to my mods as well. Thank you. I need to see the members list. I'm gonna type my password in to open my phone. My phone is really cold. Why is it so cold? Did that though? This one, that one. No, wrong button. That button. That button. There we go. And thank you to those that are part of the membership of Cultaroach. I really do appreciate it. Just a reminder that not this month we'll be playing games. I don't think I'm going to be recovered enough to play we'll make it up again in a later month, but definitely should be back for July, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be asking you guys what games you'd like to see on the poll, and also when the poll shows up, so keep an eye out for that. And I just broke my case. God dang it. I have been having a bad habit of my hands fiddling with things while being distracted, and I just broke my case. Well, I mean, this case has been like probably 5 years old. I'm surprised it's made it this far. Well, great. Dang it. But also, thank you to those are part of the tier 3 membership or believe is being Rave, EH, and Dynamite Master. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Leave the breaking for Fate, you dork.
Thank you, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. Don't do that. Thank you for the 29-month membership. Yeah, thank you guys. And also, thank you to everybody who has been patient with me from recovering from all these surgeries and stuff. Hopefully this will be the last time this has happened, and I will be good to go next time and everything, and nothing else is going to be problematic. So, yeah, so thank you guys. Really, I appreciate it. I will say, it is shocking to suddenly start streaming and you guys popping up and chatting back with me. I kind of was not expecting that, if I was gonna be honest. I was like, oh, people here. Huh? I haven't been here for a while. It's kind of still shocking and hard to believe, but I really do appreciate that a lot. It means a lot, so thank you. But yeah, no be sentimental. No time for that. I got sleeps to do. I really appreciate it. Thank you. But I got some streams to schedule for tomorrow, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then shuffle my old lady way back to bed. So, see you guys soon. Value show up like a gorgeous. I need to get that clip of Barbosa from Pirates. I need to get that clip. You don't know what I'm talking about. He's great, and he says an amazing thing that I did not realize. But anyways, thank you guys so very much. Very, very happy to see everybody again, and we'll be back again slowly into streaming. So, yeah. Thank you all. Love you all so much, and see you all soon. Bye-bye.